Bitter ending. Julia Hartley-Brewer ruins Meg's latest podcast. She whinging and moaning again. The Duchess of Sussex's latest podcast has been branded eye-rolling by a royal expert as she talked about the treatment of women as hysterical and crazy through history. Meghan Markle's podcast returned to the airwaves on Tuesday to talk about how the label crazy is often used to dismiss women. The Duchess of Sussex discussed how she and other women are called crazy and hysterical to minimize their problems. Royal correspondent Rupert Bell said her comments were eye-rolling. Talk TV's Julia Hartley-Brewer said, "She's whinging and moaning again. There are these stereotypes and I do accept that, but she's talking about how she's been called these things, and isn't that terrible? Hasn't she been called these things because of what she's said and what she's done rather than because she's a woman?" Mr. Bell added, "Another eye-rolling moment from me there, Julia, I have to say. It's this Californian culture where everything has to be analyzed. You've got to go see a therapist. Why can't people sometimes take a look at themselves when they haven't got a problem? I'm not sure Meghan has got huge problems because she's living in $1 million house and she's extremely comfortable. But it's the woe is me feeling that she always wants to create. She doesn't sound happy." The 41-year-old told listeners, "Raise your hand if you've ever been called crazy or hysterical, or what about nuts? Insane, out of your mind, completely irrational, okay? You get the point. Now, if we were all in the same room and could see each other, I think it would be pretty easy to see. Just how many of us have our hands up? By the way, me too." Her guests on episode 4 included Indian actress Deepika Padukone, American comedian Jenny Slate and American actress Constance Wu. Meghan added, "Calling someone crazy or hysterical completely dismisses their experience and minimizes what they're feeling. It keeps going to the point where anyone who's been labeled it enough times can be gaslit into thinking that they're actually unwell, or sometimes worse, to the point where real issues of all kinds get ignored. Well, that's not happening today. I feel pretty strongly about this word, this label crazy, the way that it's thrown around so casually, and the damage it's rotten for society and women, frankly everywhere. From relationships to families being shattered, the reputations destroyed and careers ruined. The stigma surrounding the word, it also has this silencing effect. Meghan Markle has seemingly said goodbye to her acting career for good. Formerly an actress, the Duchess of Sussex hinted she will never return to Hollywood now that she has married Prince Harry. Speaking to Deepika Padukone and Constance Wu in a fresh episode of her podcast, Meghan referred to her acting career as her past life. This comes after columnist Perez Hilton suggested Meghan will go back to Hollywood after quitting the royal family. "I definitely see her going back into acting. Absolutely. But, it will be, this is my passion project, things that she's also a producer on that she really wants to get out there into the world." Meghan left UK in 2020 after stepping back as a senior royal. Along with Harry, the Duchess then moved to US. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle need money, and their lives in the United States are not going well after losing their global appeal. In addition, more and more people are turning against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex due to their explosive tell-alls mocking the royal family and the Queen's passing. According to several reports, they intended to put off their Netflix project and his book to soften the topic. Nana Akua, a British TV host for GB News, offered her opinion on the future of the royal marriage. "They are not as popular with her as they once were." She made the remarks a few weeks after Prince Harry and Markle were refused entry to a Buckingham Palace reception for foreign leaders on the night of the Queen's official burial. Foreign leaders on the night